Beneath the ever-changing skies of northern England, there lies a city built on fire, sweat, and steel, a place where the clang of hammers once echoed day and night, forging not only metal, but a legend that would shape the modern world. This is Sheffield, the city where steel was born. Imagine entering a misty valley at dawn, the first rays of sun catching on the rooftops of 1,000 workshops, the air shimmering with the promise of industry. In the heart of the 19th century, Sheffield was more than just a city. It was a phenomenon. Its very name became synonymous with strength, resilience, and unparalleled craftsmanship. To own something stamped with Sheffield steel was to possess a mark of quality, a guarantee forged by the hands of masters. For centuries, the people of Sheffield honed their skills, passing down secret techniques from generation to generation. Blades from this city were coveted by royalty and soldiers alike, their sharpness and durability unmatched. As the Industrial Revolution gathered pace, Sheffield's rivers powered endless rows of grinding wheels and furnaces, transforming raw iron into works of art and tools that built empires. By the mid-1800s, the city pulsed with energy. Smoke rose from chimneys like the breath of a living creature, casting a perpetual twilight over cobbled streets. Trains thundered in and out, carrying Sheffield steel to every corner of the world. The men and women who toiled in the factories were the beating heart of this industrial giant, their lives bound together by the rhythm of shift whistles and the fiery glow of molten metal. Innovation was at the core of Sheffield's rise. Here, in 1740, Benjamin Huntsman perfected the crucible steel process, producing a metal of such purity and strength that it revolutionized manufacturing. Later, Harry Brearley would invent stainless steel, a discovery that would change kitchens, hospitals, and industries forever. The city's name was etched into cutlery, surgical instruments, railway tracks, and swords. The phrase, "Made in Sheffield," became a global symbol, a promise that whatever you held in your hand, it would endure. But as the 20th century unfolded, the winds of fortune began to shift. The world was changing, and the old ways could not last forever. In the aftermath of 2 world wars, global markets opened up, and competition grew fiercer. The rise of China as an industrial powerhouse in the 1980s sent shockwaves through the industry. Chinese steel, produced in vast quantities and at lower costs, flooded the market, undercutting Sheffield's proud manufacturers. The government's embrace of privatization and free market policies only hastened the decline. Faced with outdated technology, rising costs, and shrinking demand, many of Sheffield's legendary factories closed their doors. The great forges fell silent, replaced by the quiet hum of computers and the muted tones of call centers. The transformation was profound. Where once stood mighty mills and crowded workshops, there are now sleek offices, shopping centers, and university buildings. The River Don, once thick with barges carrying steel ingots, now flows quietly past parks and modern apartments. The city's skyline has changed, but echoes of its industrial past remain, hidden in the red brick warehouses, the ornate facades of old cutlery works, and the statues that pay tribute to the workers who shaped the world. Yet Sheffield did not simply fade into obscurity. Instead, it adapted. The city embraced new industries, investing in education, healthcare, and technology. World-class universities attract students from across the globe, while startups and digital companies are breathing new life into old buildings. The service sector has flourished, and the creative arts have found a home among the city's hills and valleys. Music, theater, and sports now draw crowds where once only the roar of machinery could be heard. But even as Sheffield steps boldly into the future, it cannot, and does not wish to, forget its heritage. The spirit of innovation, the pride in craft, and the sense of community that steel built have become part of the city's DNA. Every year, festivals celebrate the city's industrial story, museums preserve the tools and tales of the past, and a new generation learns the value of hard work and resilience. Sheffield's journey is a story of transformation and survival. It is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the ability to adapt in the face of adversity. Where once steel was forged in fire, now ideas are forged in the classroom, the laboratory, and the boardroom. But the city's soul remains the same, a place of grit, determination, and quiet pride. Walk through the heart of Sheffield today and you'll find reminders of its glorious past at every turn. The Kelham Island Museum brings the age of industry to life, with its roaring engines and gleaming blades. The Cutler's Hall stands as a monument to the city's role in shaping the world, its grand chambers echoing with the ambitions of generations past and present. Yet, in the faces of its people, you see the true legacy of Sheffield. They are the descendants of those who faced the heat and danger of the foundries, who built their city with their own hands. They carry forward the traditions of craftsmanship, innovation, and community, values that remain as relevant today as they were in the Age of Steel. To understand Sheffield is to understand the story of modern Britain, its rise, its challenges, and its reinvention. It is a city that has known both glory and hardship, that has shaped history and been shaped by it in turn. Its story is not just about the past, but about the possibilities of the future. There is a kind of magic in Sheffield, born of iron and ambition. It is the magic of transformation, of finding new strength in the ashes of the old. The city's motto, Deo adjuvante labor proficit, with God's help our labor is successful, rings as true today as it ever did. The next time you hold a piece of stainless steel cutlery or step onto a train track, remember the city where it all began. Remember the men and women who gave their lives to the pursuit of excellence, whose legacy endures in every gleaming blade and every strong, silent structure. Remember Sheffield, the city where steel was born and where the future is still being forged. If you've enjoyed this journey through the story of Sheffield, the city of steel, and want to discover more about the hidden histories and untold tales that shape our world, don't forget to subscribe. Join us as we explore the wonders of the past, the challenges of the present, and the possibilities of the future. Your next adventure awaits. Subscribe now and become part of our story.